Welcome to the ZU Educational Series. To help us learn more about the ZU advocacy on health and wellness, we would like to introduce to you Dr. Homer Lim, the Chief Scientific Officer of ZU.
Hi, I'm Dr. Homer Lim, the Chief Scientific Officer of ZU. Our goal here at ZU is to help achieve your dreams by helping others. One of the most impactful ways to help our family and friends is by educating them how to improve their health. Here at ZU, our commitment is to offer innovative natural health products, and these products can help address some of the more common health issues we are all encountering today. So let's get started. Guardians of the cell. So we're going to talk about how the cells of our body protect themselves. Okay? So all organs and all cells of the body, okay, produce energy in order for them to maintain itself. Okay? So whether it's your brain cells, your liver cells, your kidney cells, all of these cells need energy, and by producing energy, it also produces a lot of byproducts. Okay, so it's like in a factory when it's making things, of course they produce a bit of trash. The same thing happens with our cells. They produce byproducts, but sadly some of these products can be toxic, and the cells has to find ways how to neutralize or try to control these toxic substances. Now comes glutathione. Glutathione is one of the master antioxidants that actually our cells produce. It's not only our cells, even bacteria produces, even those in the animal kingdom, they produce glutathione to protect their cells. Okay, so glutathione is actually a peptide. When I say peptide, it's composed of amino acids. Okay, so glutathione is actually composed of 3 amino acids, okay, linked together. It's glutamate, glycine, and cysteine. Okay, the most important actually there is cysteine. Cysteine is a essential amino acid. Without cysteine, your liver actually is not able to produce or synthesize glutathione, and glutathione is actually the main protector of your cells from damage, whether it's from making energy, whether it's it comes in contact with poisons like chemicals, toxic chemicals, or heavy metals. The glutathione is your primary defender in trying to control or trying to detoxify those poisons. Okay, and sadly, as we age, the amount of glutathione that we produce, specifically in the liver, decline. Okay, so as our glutathione production decline, the free radicals. So the simplest way to explain free radicals are the substances that actually become toxic. So they produce what we call free radicals. And of course, as glutathione levels drops, okay, our ability to detoxify or contain these toxic chemicals, okay, or byproducts of all the byproducts of your cells trying to make energy also increases. Of course, as free radical damage, or what we call damage caused by these toxic byproducts, begins to increase over time, your cells actually becomes more likely to age or die. Okay, and as I said, if your glutathione is low, then your organs and your cells starts to age faster. They seem to be unable to work as well as when they have high levels of glutathione. And of course, if your cell stops working at optimal levels, of course its ability to produce energy, to do its work, to do its function also decline, until such time wherein the cells and the organs are unable to repair themselves and regenerate. Therefore, your organ starts to decline, and that's the reason why a lot of people, as they age, their organ function also declines. That's due to the effect of accelerated aging or accelerated oxidative stress or free radical damage, which can actually be contained or neutralized if you have enough glutathione levels in the body. Now, these are the diseases linked to low levels of glutathione. As you could see, it's very common. You have diabetes mellitus, you have kidney dysfunction, heart failure, neurodegenerative disorders like your Parkinson's, like your multiple sclerosis. These are what we call neurodegenerative illness. Of course, people who have low or immunocompromised system, then of course they seem to have very low levels of glutathione. Now, how was glutathione initially used for treatment? Glutathione was actually initially used for patients who were undergoing chemotherapy. So some of these chemotherapy drugs, of course, were toxic to the liver specifically. So a group of doctors started injecting glutathione in these people who have had some form of liver damage due to chemotherapy. What they found out is actually glutathione not only improved their liver function, they noted that these people started to have fairer skin, no? The skin becoming lighter. So that's how suddenly the use of glutathione exploded in the aesthetics industry. Okay, so because of that study, it was noted that if you give enough glutathione, your cells and organs starts to increase or improve their function. Not only that, your cells are able to recover, regenerate, and repair their own cells, as well as each of the organs, okay, that has been damaged. And of course, eventually it also helps in DNA repair. And once you repair the cells DNA, the cells organs, organelles, as well as the organ themselves, then you will see that their level of free radical damage or levels of inflammation also decline. When that happens, it helps give that person an extra boost of energy, as well as improve their immune function. Okay, so how can we increase our glutathione levels? There are actually several ways. Number one, actually easiest way is actually to do exercise. And what type of exercise? What you call the aerobic exercises, wherein you try to increase your heart rate, you try to increase your metabolic rate. So this is types of exercise seems to help to increase your glutathione levels. Okay, second is cold showers or cold swim in lakes, or a cold dip into a bathtub with ice. So we found out that this type of cold temperature, okay, 0 to 4 degrees Celsius, seems to increase glutathione levels in these types of intervention. Okay, so there are also foods that are high in glutathione, such as asparagus, avocado, spinach, as well as your okra. Now, other ways to increase your glutathione levels is to take sulfur-rich foods, and usually we get them from broccoli, cauliflower, what we call bok choy. These are what we call the brassica family. They have high amounts of sulfur because that's how your cysteine is formed. Your cysteine, the amino acid that we mentioned earlier that is needed, actually has sulfur in it. That's how glutathione helps in detoxifying chemicals through that what we call sulfur or thiol part of the molecule. Okay, selenium is also good because selenium helps in giving or making your cells produce more glutathione. And of course, you need a bit of vitamin C, D, and E, because these types of vitamins actually help in recycling your glutathiones. Okay, because your glutathione, as your body or as the glutathione tries to catch or try to detoxify toxic agents, it needs to be recycled. If it's not recycled, then the body will throw it away. So you need a bit of C, D, and E as well as selenium to recycle those glutathione so it can be reused again. Okay, now the next amino acid that we mentioned was cysteine. So we have the N-acetylcysteine, which is one of the what we call unheard of antioxidant. A lot of people are not aware of this, but N-acetylcysteine is actually the most important amino acid for glutathione production. Without, again, as I mentioned earlier, without the cysteine, your liver is not able to produce enough glutathione. Okay, and almost as powerful as glutathione in neutralizing toxins. You could see there N-acetylcysteine. So much studies now have shown that N-acetylcysteine supplements can support in people who have liver damage, lung disease, infections, those who have fertility issues. A lot of people are not aware, but actually N-acetylcysteine has been shown to improve in patients who have depression, who have bipolar disorders. There have been studies showing that it has a significant effect on the mental, emotional outcome of people who have depression. So N-acetylcysteine, in fact, in people who have been taking an overdose of paracetamol, the antidote actually is N-acetylcysteine. So you could see the powerful antioxidant effect of N-acetylcysteine, wherein it can even reverse paracetamol toxicity in patients who took an overdose of paracetamol. Okay, so what's nice, when you combine glutathione and N-acetylcysteine, you get a more powerful, a more dynamic antioxidant system, wherein it can help detoxify drugs, chemicals in the environment, in the food, in your own cells that produce toxic byproducts. It can help improve liver and kidney function, help boost your immune system, and of course, very important, decrease inflammation and make your cells start to stimulate repairing itself. So glutathione and cysteine is a very good combination. I would suggest, if you have the ability to take this, it would be a very powerful antioxidant.
ZU introduces Perfexione. Perfexione is a combination of the highest grade glutathione, N-acetylcysteine, collagen, and vitamin C. Perfexione helps in detoxifying toxic chemicals, supporting liver and kidney function, improves immunity, and boosts your energy levels. So grab your Perfexione now.
These statements has not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.